Now, last week, we told you about the number of teachers in our state leaving for other careers or just calling it quits altogether. Spectrum News 1 reporter Attrition Uptick caught up with a former music teacher who says after years in the classroom, it was time for a change.
1, 2, 3, 4.
One string at a time, students at Bull City Music School learn the essential elements of music.
When they realize that, wait a minute, I can play on my E string and it sounds pleasant to the ear, and they're like, I did it, and it's just that excitement.
Janetta Powell, owner and director of Bull City Music in Durham, fell in love with music at a very young age. She picked up her first instrument at 5 years old.
And I would like line my dolls up and pretend like I was teaching them. So I always knew that I would teach.
In 2017, the Memphis native opened the music school, training kids ages 3 to 10 years old to play violin, piano, and drums.
I feel like I'm doing my life's calling.
Powell taught music classes in Durham Public Schools for about 10 years before building her own curriculum. But Powell says she had to close the curtain on traditional schools due to the lack of funding.
For me, being in music, I needed pencils, lots and lots of pencils. And you think, oh, that's a basic thing. Not really for some families.
The lack of job security and support also led Powell to make the decision to leave DPS.
And we were really treated as glorified babysitters.
Data from the North Carolina State Board of Education says North Carolina's teacher turnover rate has increased slightly, with 1 in 10 teachers having left the profession during the past year. And that has many educators calling on state leaders to provide more funding for public education. Powell says teachers should not have to make a decision between providing school supplies for their students or buying food for their children.
My calling is children. And that's where I want to be. So should I be penalized and not be able to take care of my family and have family time with them just because of the profession that I chose?
Attrition Uptick, Spectrum News 1.